Oh, and first pitch crushing. Oh, man. Lean into it.
We finally have an update on the lockout. And it's an update that there's really no update. This just it was announced on the 15th that basically MLB is going to resume their talks on the core issues of the lockout sometime in January. They haven't put an exact date out there, but they said sometime in January they're going to get on the core issues, which are, I'll read. It says disagreements related to core economic figures to be the most important contentious issues to hammer out. Such topics as service time, structure, playoff expansion, and the competitive balance tax are among the areas of importance for both sides that could be difficult to iron out. Agreeing on the core economic structures figured to take ample bargaining time, and that the sides won't even address the issues again until January is the latest confirmation that the lockout figures to drag on for quite some time. We might end up starting spring training probably in late March, early April. That's to me at the earliest, because I don't think they're going to come to an agreement that quickly. I mean, we've had 2 seasons and they still haven't come to an agreement. So, what do you guys think?
I think it's kind of it's to be expected. Both sides are playing hardball because they can. I think there's plenty of time before spring training. I think they both sides know what they want, and they're gonna they're at a stalemate until one side is gonna give in.
Yeah, I think it's more political stuff going on right now. Why they're not doing it, like inflation's going up. They want to. They're not in a rush. You also have coronavirus. I just read that the NHL is pulling out of the Olympics over COVID concerns. So it sounds like that's coming back into play. I've already heard. I work in the college world for anyone who's listening, and some colleges are already going back online for spring. So I feel like they're in no rush to do this. So the more every day without any rumors or anything, I feel like Dwayne's prophecy of a later, what did you say, like an April,
Yeah,
April, even spring training, April, May.
yeah.
So yeah, even if not further.
Uh, Last question on this. Who do you guys think is going to budge first? So if we end up around February, March, and there's still no agreement, who do you think is going to come to the table first and say, "All right, screw it. I don't want to lose any money. Let's make a deal." You think it's going to be the owners or the players?
The millionaires, not the billionaires. Billionaires
Yeah,
have all the money to lose. They'll
yeah.
be good. They'll be fine.
I honestly think it's going to be the owners, just because I don't know how far the players are going to be willing to take this, and I mean, it would make sense that the players will come to an agreement first, but I really feel like they have some leverage right now. I think they have some leverage, especially when it comes to COVID. The longer, with the whole Omicron variant out, the longer this goes, I feel like the more bargaining the players have. Because honestly, if there was no COVID right now, then I think the players would be screwed. Because now, essentially, you might have to end up waiting for this new COVID wave to pass and still have to hash out a deal. So there's not really a time frame for them. I feel like if there wasn't, then everyone will kind of be like looking like, all right, February spring training. So I got to get my money, especially if you're not a high price player, a Mookie Betts, a Mike Trout or whatever. You're going to be looking at that like, damn, do I want to go another off season or 2020 getting like half pay or a quarter of my pay? So,
Yeah.
but since there isn't that, I feel like the owners might budge, but like you guys said, they do have all the power in this situation, so they could just say, screw it, we'll just pull up these minor leaguers if y'all don't want to play, which would be a very interesting scenario.
Oh,